Hello everybody and welcome to Free UFC Bet Picks. In this video we are breaking down the fights happening tonight on Dana White's Contender series. There's 4 fights happening tonight and a really exciting main card here. So do you want to go ahead and just break these down real quick for us?
Yeah, this will be super fast. So opening we got Jared Vanderaa versus Harry Hunsucker. Hunsucker's coming in on short notice. He's the underdog. He's about plus 220 to Jared. Jared's much bigger striking background. Everyone is expecting him to win pretty decisively here. Some folks were saying, hey, maybe Harry can steal a round or so by laying prey, holding him against the cage. I think that Vanderaa's size, not just his height, but he's just much heavier than Hunsucker, and that was going to bode rather well for him. At the weigh-ins, he looked out of shape. He normally looks in much better shape, more of a tall kickboxer type of body, while Hunsucker's shorter and thicker, and today they were like equally thick. Leaning towards Hunsucker, the underdog here. Better shape, better wrestling, and lower center of gravity. Normally for the heavyweights, we want the striker to be the lighter guy, like a Chris Dawkins dancing around there, putting it on people. Mm-hmm. Don't typically want the grappler to be the lighter guy, but this kind of reminds me of a Jason Witt, Cole Williams, heavier version, where Cole just didn't look like his normal self. Yep. Jared Vanderaa did not look like his normal self. Vanderaa is minus 280. Do not bet on him. I think it's dog or pass for sure. Moving on up, we got kind of a tough fight. Edson Gomez versus Ignacio Bahamandes. Bahamandes is a tall striker. He's got like 6 inches of height on Gomez. Not quite, maybe like 5. And big time reach advantage. Bahamandes is the biggest favorite on the card, minus 500 over Gomez. That seemed a little steep for me. There's a lot of unknowns. Gomez hasn't fought in a while. Last time he fought, he knocked out Danny Garcia round 1. Like, he keeps having round 1 finishes. He came in 4 pounds overweight today. He came in at 174, looked really soft. It was not one of those situations where he looked like he had a secret and a trick up his sleeve and he missed weight on purpose to come in with an edge. It looked like he just hasn't done shit during the pandemic era. He's probably competing with us for, Netflix hours viewed, and I don't think that's going to bode well for him. So there's no way he's able to reach Bahamandes grappling-wise. There's no way he's able to reach him striking-wise, and there's no way he's going to last. Bahamandes became a really safe pick after the weigh-ins. So a lot of people were already parlaying Bahamandes, and I wasn't loving it. I think you're totally fine now. At minus 500, it's not even really worth it. It's Contender Series. Wild stuff happens. But after the weigh-ins, I think Gomez is just about to be picked apart.
Yeah.
Moving up, we got a tough one. Luis Saldana versus Vince Murdoch. Both strikers. Saldana's taller, longer, nice kicking game. Murdoch is, more of a traditional boxer, heavy hooks, inside, needs to get inside like a Hagler type of, Hagler-Hearns type of situation, Aaron Pryor type of boxer, needs to get inside and close the distance. Joe Frazier, if you will, right? God, this guy's never been compared to 3 amazing fighters like that. Some people were picking Murdoch because he's got good takedown good takedown defense. He's got power, so you kind of think maybe he can get inside like a Tuivasa Struve situation and get Saldana up against the cage and put power on him. I definitely don't think so. Saldana's only minus 162. Before the weigh-ins, that was the only bet I liked on this card. I think that's really solid value. I think Saldana is incredibly safe, and at minus 162. That's an attractive little parlay piece. Maybe sprinkle him with Romanov inside the distance type thing, right? Mm. So that's the way we're leaning. Saldana, I think, is going to be moving around very nicely, kicking game, keeping his distance. I don't think Murdoch really has a decent chance in this fight. Lastly, really exciting one. So we got Carlos Umberto. Carlos Ulberg. And, he's a city kickboxing guy. He trains with Izzy. Israel Adesanya is talking about how this guy's a problem in the gym for everybody, even me, he said. Ulberg's got, some kickboxing experience. King in the Ring organization. But he hasn't actually, he's only 2-0 in MMA. He hasn't fought an MMA fight in a year. He hasn't fought in MMA in 2 years. Early last year, it's been over a year since he's done anything. Early in 2019, he won a 3-fight tournament, 3 fights in one night in kickboxing. Mm-hmm. So he's got hype. He's young. you know, he's only 29. He's got a lot of hype behind him. You know, all the city kickboxing guys are really good. So people are a little bit too hyped on him, actually. Then, you know, we see this every picture you look up. If you Google Olberg, you see a picture with him with Adesanya, and he looks way taller than Adesanya. I don't think that's the case. He looked smaller than Oliveira today. Bruno Oliveira, 6'4", former middleweight. Olberg's a former heavyweight. Coming down, they're meeting at light heavyweight. Yep. Both guys came in at like 203, 204, so they both had no trouble making weight at all. But we kind of thought that Olberg might be the bigger guy. Oliveira looked big. Oliveira looked really intense and mean at the stare downs. So I was, you know, excited to see Olberg. You think Olberg's got the edge. He hasn't fought in a while, but you know he's training. We're going to see vast improvement out of him. And that still all might be the case. But I think this is a pass. I'll go ahead and pick Olberg as the official pick, but I think it's a pass. I think there's decent value on Bruno Oliveira at plus 160. So the picks are Hunsucker, underdog, Bahamandes, huge favorite, Saldana, slim favorite, taking him, but with confidence. I think that's a nice value at minus 162. And then in the main event, it's so tough. They're both really just devastating strikers. It's a great fight to not bet on and just watch. I think the betting value is on Oliveira, Bruno Oliveira, but I think the pick is safe to be Olberg. Look forward to breaking down more Contender Series cards in the future, and look forward to watching tonight.
All right, me too. So I think that about does it for our quick breakdown of the Contender Series tonight. If you want to place your bets on that, make sure you follow our advice and shout us out when you win money. So we will see you guys for the next video. Make sure you like and subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't already, so you don't miss future videos. And like Aaron said, we will be breaking down more Contender Series cards in the future. So we will see you guys soon.